Good afternoon. It's May the 17th, 2016. Time to wrap it up for our trading day. When we left on the last update, we said resistance was at 44.46. And then resistance was at 51 basically. And this was the last rotate up before the market bottomed. And the market is slowly notching up, and what's causing this is this right here, this phenomena right there, the short covering that we're seeing. End of the day, when we got the second B right here, some of the players gave up and decided to throw in the towel and protect their profits that they'd made on the way down. Very, very slow to develop. We talked about why all day long after 10 o'clock I said I expect him to get stops below 2050, and the reason I could say that was because of we're dealing with a B and volume wasn't forming in the top half of the distribution. It was forming in the bottom half, and the mode was below the mean. Lots of reasons to do that, and you can see the volume that was done to the sell side. All the volume done to the top side. These bars were narrower, and then we break support. You can see all the volume that was done in the width of the bars to the downside. So I'm guessing we're probably going to close it in the 2041 area if we don't make new lows here on this next test, and probably soft overnight. Good trades today. We took 3 of them, 2 for winners, 1 for a scratch. We talked through the others. We had 2060, 2062 as resistance, and we had 2054 was support, and that produced a couple of trades. Couple of good trades. We like the short side best, and why did we like the short side best? Because of the F2 distribution right here. And we talked about this earlier. We had a tail. You can see that volume in the distribution was in the bottom half of the distribution, not the top half. Profiles are tails, range extension, and then development, and it's the skewing within the development that tells you which way the market is most likely to move. So what do we see on our F1 screen for tomorrow? What will the market favor, higher or lower? And you can see that probably looking at an outside day. If not, if the low's in, then a higher low, higher high, we can trade it from either side, so we can be pretty aggressive on the buy side. And on the sell side too, whichever trade comes up first. Looking at our F2 screen, if the market were to close right here at 41, and that's what it looks like it's going to try to do, we'd be selling 44s to 49s. There's no news to speak of tomorrow, and we'd be selling 54s to 59s. On the buy side, 30 to 35, let them get stops below here. This number right there, buy 1. 20 to 25, buy 2. And that's how I see it for tomorrow. Want to get short to see if we can take out the day session, today's low, or that low that came off the 2035 area the other day. And then if we bust 30, it's going to be stops below 25. Okay, Treasuries gave it up late today, but again, they're not going anywhere fast. I mean, Miller and Lockhart said that, Williams and Lockhart said that raising interest rates in June is on the table. We know that that's extremely difficult to do. But that statement in and of itself can bring in selling. So lower high, lower low. Look for a place to sell it. There's a potential move out of the middle here in X period. The F2 screen after those two fellows spoke. And the stock market gave them the answer they're looking for. You raise interest rates, the stock market's going down. Kind of like, well, duh. Okay, this is a P, but we started a new distribution lower. This is a double distribution. It's the saddle formation. Why is it a saddle formation? You just can see it right here. And if we don't break the market, that would have resistance in the 18 area, and it would have support down here in the 13 area. And they would try to fill volume in between. That's how the markets work. Always going to a normalization. Tomorrow's business news is the Atlanta Fed's business inflation expectation and crude inventories. So right now, if the market were to close right here, we'd be selling 15s to 19s, sell 1. 23, 27, sell 2. If the E-mini is falling out of bed, we don't want any part of the short side. On the buy side, 8 to 12, buy 1. I was hoping for 5 to 9, and then 1 to 5, buy 2. Now, for those of you that are new and visiting us, I understand the concepts are a little bit confusing at first, and mostly it's the vocabulary. We talk in terms of volume, tails, range extension, skewings, statistical terms, and you're coming from the world of algebraic terms and price. And it's not going to be hard to make the transition, but what makes the market go up is people are willing to pay higher prices. There's more buyers than sellers, and the converse is true for heading lower. And if you keep that in mind, it'll start to sort itself out pretty quickly. Okay, resistance starts at 28, so 28 to the buck is our number 1 resistance area, and it's pretty hard to take out 166 without a piece of news. So 3 to 7, sell 1. And we'll make it 15 to 19, sell 2. We might get some help from the E-mini. We'll adjust it tomorrow. 16 to 20 is support. So 9 to 13, buy 1. 1 to 5, buy 2. And I'm a little bit tighter on the buy side than I am on the sell side because of where interest rates are right now. Market can trade lower, but it's pretty hard to bust it with interest rates where they are without the Fed raising interest rates further. Or is it farther? There is a difference, you know. Although the default is further. Gold. Lower high, lower low. We can trade lower. Again, I just don't think the market can break. And if we put all this together, you can see that should have pretty good buying in the 60 to 65 area and selling above 90 as it stands right now. We have a P by the day's end, and so I think we're probably where we were this morning, maybe an 83, 85 sell as opposed to 85, 87, then 90, 92. On the buy side, 73, 75, then 70 or better. Just can't see people dumping gold for, and I mean, even if the bottom falls out, it'll be, well, at least I own something, and you get on down the road. So the stuff that's passed to retail hands isn't going to go anywhere. And I don't think with institutional hands it's going to go anywhere either. I think they can have a strong enough diversity, we're spreading it out argument that will allow them to keep gold and continue to buy it on weakness, the physical. Okay, crude oil. Goldman has come out and said we're drawing down stocks faster than anybody anticipated. And that supposedly is the reason for the rally. So this 50-50 area, 50-60 area is where the next low volume number is. As long as we can stay above 47.75, this market can trade higher. and stops above 50 would be what we expect. So we think the market's going to 50. Higher low, higher high says F1 screen says find a place to buy it. If I take out K and if we go right in here, you can just see that we got more volume in the top half of the distribution than we do in the bottom. You can see that the market is pointed higher, so there's your I split. Go to the longest line of letters, so it does look like it's trading higher. So maybe in London tonight, 48.75, 49. Now resistance is at 50. Someone put a question mark at 50. Sell 1, and then we'll make 49.50, 49.75. Sell 2. On the buy side, 47.75, 48 buy 1. And then 47.25, 47.50 buy 2. The fundamentals stink. But we know the fundamentals stink. Yet this market is trading higher, so don't fight the tape. And last but not least, the euro. Okay, we're making an arrangement with an English brokerage firm. We hope to do something that will allow our clientele to work with one of our rooms on European time. And it'll probably be self-feeding if we do get it going, and I don't know if we can, where the intelligence of our European time traders probably will be the equal to the person, if we get this going, that'll run the room for us. So we're trying. I don't know. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but we're working on it behind the scenes. Got to get him educated. Okay. Equal low, higher high, so we could trade either way on the euro. I just think that the euro's headed lower, especially looking at that structure. And we've got a buyer below 113 even. We got a seller above 113.50, and we find ourselves at 13.27. So selling 50 plus or minus, sell 1. 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 113 even, buy 1. 12.75, buy 2. And that's it for May the 17th, 2016. I will see you bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening. I'm out of here. See you then, Bill.